In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. Say, look, I've given you all the things that I've told you, plenteousness beyond your imagination. He said, and ye would not. But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses, therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. Most I said, since you say you're going to be upon the swift, you're going to roll with these other nations. This we say, therefore they that are swift shall pursue you and take you down. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. You know that? 1,000 of this, you know it's the power of the Most High, because he had this go down. He say 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain and as an ensign on a hill, man. What we got to do? To realize, look, the Most High, look, go to Baruch. The Most High did this to us. Ain't no man. He said he's going to do it. How he does it? Hallelujah. To his glorious and holy name. He going to do it. He said he's going to do it. It's going to be done. Believe this. Understand this. That's why when you look at Baruch, the 4th chapter, and verse 10, it says, for I saw, just the land saying, of Israel saying, I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. You see? The Most High did this to us. Verse 12, let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children, the children of Israel, am left desolate, because they departed from the law of the Most High. Can get no clearer than that. So the Most High did this to us, because he said he was going to do this to us, and here we are in it. Isaiah 29 and 13. Isaiah 29 and 13. Wherefore the Most High said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, they sound like they really honoring the Most High, and MASHAYACH, and with their lips do honor me, but I removed their heart far from me, moved their minds far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men unto this day. A man says that, well, my pastor said this. But your pastor don't know what he's talking about. If he ain't coming out this Bible with the right understanding, because a lot of people read this Bible, they don't have the right understanding. Go to Matthew the 15th chapter. Start at verse 1. Then came to MASHAYACH scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? See? Taught by the traditions of men. Say, why do your disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? Precepts of men. For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. They ain't washing their hands when they eat. But he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandment of the Most High by your tradition? Tradition of men. For the Most High commanded, saying, honor thy father and mother, and he that curses father or mother, let him die to death. You curse father or mother, let him die to death. That's the first commandment of promise. But ye say, whosoever shall say to his father or his mother, it is a gift, by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, and honor not his father or his mother, he shall be free. Thus have ye made the commandment of the Most High of none effect by your tradition. Say, you saying that, and how the people follow you, and what you saying, you making the commandment of no effect by your tradition of men. Ye hypocrites. Hear what he call them? Ye hypocrites. Well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, that's what he's saying. So we just read, this people draw near or nigh unto me with their mouths, and honor me with their lips, talking a good talk. I love the Lord. Praise ye Jesus, or whatever name you use for him. Honor me with their lips, but their heart, their mind is far from me. But in vain they do worship me. See, you hear what he's saying? Some people are worshiping the Most High in vain. He says, but in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. These religions are the doctrines and the commandments of men. The Most High didn't create them. He gave us laws, statutes, commandments to go by. Mark 7:14. Mark 7:14. And when he had called all the people unto him, he said unto them, hearken unto me, every one of you, and understand. Say, listen to me and understand. There is nothing from without a man that entering into him can defile him. But the things which come out of him, those are they that defile the man. So he's talking about whenever you eat what's clean, it's not going to defile you. He's not talking about eating pig, shrimp, crab, lobster, and catfish, and all the things that eat doo-doo. He's talking about eating clean because he didn't sin. That's why he's saying what he's saying. It's what comes out of that big mouth that defile a man. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was entered into the house from the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. They asked him concerning what he said. This riddle, what you talking about? And he said unto them, are ye so without understanding also? You don't understand what I'm saying either? Do you not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him? Because it entereth not into his heart, it don't enter into his mind, but into the belly. It goes into the belly. The food that we eat, that's clean. Going into the belly and go out into the trough, purging all meats. So, I mean, it's going out into the toilet. They said drought here because we have toilets. And he said, that which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man. What comes out of your mouth, it's going to tell you, defileth a man. For from within, out of the heart of man, just to let you know why we say the heart represents your thoughts, your mind, the way you think. He said, for from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts. So your heart pumps blood to every part of your body. But this heart is talking about your mind, the way you think. Listen. For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts. Adulteries, thinking about that. Fornications, thinking about that. Murders, thinking about that. Thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. See? The way you think. The way you think is the way you speak, the way you act. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Ezekiel 3 and 17. That's why he said meditate on this word. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. It's the Most High giving you warning. So give them warning, the children of Israel, Yasharallah, from the Most High. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. You read in Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. See? That's why we got to warn you, whether you hear or forbear. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, we tell the wicked, this is what you're doing wrong, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. We delivered ourselves. Jeremiah 23 and 1. Jeremiah 23 and 1. Woe me destruction be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Most High. Said destruction unto them. He gonna kill them. They're not coming with this truth. Remember the Most High said, hey, when Abraham was praying for those in Sodom, he said you can find 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, whatever, 5. I won't destroy them. He already said, woe to them that have our people going on the wrong path. Destroying, scattered, having their mind scatterbrained and so forth, not thinking right. That's a judgment. That's a warning. Jeremiah 10, 21 and 22. For the pastors are become brutish and have not sought the Most High by his word. They ain't sought the Most High. Therefore they shall not prosper, and all their flocks shall be scattered. Hear that? All your flock gonna be scattered. Most High not a man he should lie. It's gonna happen. Behold, the noise of the butte is come, and a great commotion out of the north country, to make the cities of Judah desolate, and a den of dragons taking over our city. A den of dragons, serpents, the devil, Satan, and all of that. Because we didn't follow what the Most High told us to do. Jeremiah 22, 21. So you got them dragons over there. Jeremiah 22 and 21. I spake unto thee in thy prosperity, but thou sayest, I will not hear. And he decked us out. We done read about what he did. I spake to thee in thy prosperity, but thou sayest, I will not hear. This has been thy manner from thy youth, that thou obeyest not my voice. See? This has been a matter that we've had from the youth, becoming a nation. We reading about it. We read about it all day long. That thou obeyest not my voice. The wind shall eat up all thy pastors. Hear that? That wind is what? That destruction. That whirlwind. Could be a hurricane. Could be a tornado. Could be the wind that the Most High bring when he bring fire. The wind shall eat up all thy pastors, and thy lovers shall go into captivity. That's these other nations going into captivity. Surely then shalt thou be ashamed and confounded, confused for all thy wickedness. Better understand, people. Ezekiel 34 and 2. Lost, man. Ezekiel 34 and 2. Son of man, prophesy against us, shepherds of Israel, the leaders of Israel, the preachers and the pastors and so forth of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, thus said the Most High Power unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? That's why they laid the monies at the apostles' feet, and distribution was made as there was a need. That's why he's saying, should not the shepherds feed the flock? Shouldn't they collect the monies to be able to feed the flock? The disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost. Who more lost than the 12 tribes of Israel? That's why they call it the lost 12 tribes of Israel. But with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them. And they were scattered because there was no shepherd. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. My sheep wandered through all the mountains, all the kingdoms, and upon every high hill. Yeah, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them. Except for we in these last days, bringing our people back to the sheepfold. But before, it wasn't happening. Therefore, ye shepherds, ye pastors and priests, and leaders of our people in these churches, hear the word of the Most High. As I live, said the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, surely because my flock became a prey, this flock of the 12 tribes of Israel, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, just devoured us, because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherds search for my flock, but the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock. They rolled away in Bentleys and Learjets, and people are starving to death. Fed not my flock. Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of the Most High. Thus said the Most High Power, behold, I am against the shepherds, and I will require my flock at their hand, and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. He will cause you to cease from being over the Most High's 12 tribes of Israel that's among you. Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves anymore, for I will deliver my flock from their mouths. They ain't gonna hear nothing you had to say, that they may not be meat for them. Thus say the Most High. As a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep, looking for his sheep that are scattered, trying to find the ones that's went astray, so will I seek out my sheep and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. Hear that? In the cloudy and dark day, he gonna gather us from everywhere we've been scattered in, away from these shepherds that are not supposed to be over the Most High's chosen people, 12 tribes of Israel. And I will bring them out from the people and gather them from the countries and will bring them to their own land. That's what the Most High say he gonna do. Not no man, because ain't no man gonna save us. And feed them upon the mountains of Israel, by the rivers, and in all the inhabited places of the country. I will feed them in a good pasture, and upon the high mountains of Israel shall their fold be. There shall they lie in a good fold, and in a fat pasture shall they feed upon the mountains of Israel. I will feed my flock, and I, who is the Most High, will cause them to lie down, said the Most High Power. I will seek that which was lost. He said he's going to seek that which was lost and bring again that which was driven away. He scattered us among all this. He said he's going to bring again that which was driven away, and will bind up that which was broken, and will strengthen that which was sick. But I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment. That's the judgment coming upon the ones that's living fat now. These other nations. He's going to bring the judgment upon them. John 10 and 10. You'll wonder why. It's got to happen because it's prophecy. It's written. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly, to live forever and ever and ever. But the thief cometh to what? To steal, to kill, and to destroy. To steal, they stole the land, they killed the people, and destroyed the air, the water, the food, you name it, the people's minds, destroyed everything. But MASHAYACH came that we may have life. That's everlasting life, and have it more abundantly. See, I am the good shepherd. He the good shepherd, not these shepherds that's leading the people astray. So I said, woe to them, destruction to them. MASHAYACH said, I'm the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. Now Matthew 15:24 says, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He said he giveth his life for the sheep. Look at verse 14. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. Say, he the good shepherd. He know his sheep, and is known of his own. He say, as the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. The same sheep that he said, woe to the pastor that have scattered the flock of my pasture, which are sheep. That's what he's telling us. He said, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, because you're looking at mainly Judah, Benjamin, and Levi of the 12 tribes of Israel, were living in Jerusalem or Israel during the time that MASHAYACH walked the earth. And some of the other tribes that came, with us after the kingdom was split. Some still came to Jerusalem and hung out with, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. But very few, compared to the number of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi that you're reading about, but primarily in all the books of the Bible, because the northern tribes, after the kingdom was split, and the Jeroboam and his wicked butt, Ephraimite, they went in, most I got rid of them, they were dealing with idolatry. He said, leave them alone, they dealing with idolatry. So this is the other sheep that he's talking about, them other 9.5 tribes. That's what he's saying. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice. And there shall be one fold and one sheep, and one shepherd. We're going to be one fold and one shepherd. So I look at Isaiah 56 and 8. Isaiah 56 and 8. He's going to bring us together. We're going to be one nation, 12 tribes of Israel. Isaiah 56 and 8. The Most High Power, which gathereth the outcasts of Israel, said, yet will I gather others to him, beside those that are gathered unto him. That's what the MASHAYACH is relaying to us in St. John 10 and 16. See? That's these other 9.5 tribes that were scattered among all these nations. He told us, go to Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37, and we're going to look at verse 16. Moreover, thou son of man, Ezekiel, the prophet, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, which is Ephraim, the stick of Ephraim. See? That's the 9.5 tribes. Because, you know, Levi was a part of all the tribes. He didn't get no inheritance because they were the priests of the Most High. So, he's telling us to, you got one stick, you're going to write, it says, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, which represent Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, which represent the northern tribes. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi represent the southern tribes, and Ephraim represent the northern tribes, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, which will represent Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Naphtali, and Issachar, the 9 tribes. Verse 17, and join them one to another into one stick. So we're going to join them one to another into one stick. And they shall become one in thine hands. They're going to become one in thine hand. 12 tribes of Israel. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? What do you mean by doing this? Salakia. Say unto them, verse 19, thus said the Most High Power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim. That's why I see Joseph even in Revelations, the 7th chapter, the 4th verse down. Ephraim, Joseph represents Ephraim, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, making all 12 tribes be one stick, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. And the sticks thereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. So that's why you see the 12 tribes. Gotta have the 12 tribes out there in front of our people, before their eyes. And said to them, thus said the Most High Power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation. See, Most High over and over again said he's the one going to bring us into our own land. He's going to make us one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be one, no more 2 nations. Neither shall they be divided into 2 kingdoms any more at all. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, no sins. But I will save them out of all their dwelling places. Most High going to do this. Wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. He will clean us up. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. Hallelujah. That's a promise. Ezekiel 37 and 1. The hand of the Most High was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Most High, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry, because of not having the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, His laws, His commandments, His rules and regulations. Verse 10. So I prophesied as He commanded me, and the breath came into them, these dry bones, and they lived. Like He said, remember He said He walked past us, and we were still in our blood. He cleansed us. So He breathed upon us, and we lived, and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then He said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our paths, from our parts. Cut off from our parts. The Most High, remember He said He's going to take you and just throw you down and break you apart. So we are cut off for our parts. Therefore, prophesy and say unto them, Thus said the Most High Power, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Most High, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, He said. Woo. Look at Daniel's the 12th chapter. Go to Daniel's the 12th chapter. Look at verse 1 and 2. It says, And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. Michael Allah standeth for the 12 tribes of Israel, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, when the devil know he got a short time coming down with much around. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. At that time we're going to be saved. Every one that shall be found written in the book, that book that we just read about in the Book of Life, Revelation 20 and 15. Listen, and many of them shall that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life. We're going to raise them up. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Will be thrown in the lake of fire. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 14. 1 Thessalonians, he let you know, hey, some that have died going to be raised up, and judgment going to be given. And some going into everlasting life, and some going to be thrown in the lake of fire, as it is written. So 1 Thessalonians 4:14. Where we believe that Mashiach Yahushua died and rose again, even so, them also which sleep by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua in the name of the Lord and Savior will the Most High bring with Him. Hear that? Gonna bring with Him. For this we say unto you, by the word of the Most High, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of Mashiach Yahushua shall not prevent them which are asleep. Not gonna prevent them that are asleep. I'm going to say some of them coming with a Mashiach Yahushua. It says, for the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua Himself shall descend from heaven. He ascended to the fourth dimension. He ascended to the fourth dimension. He's going to descend from heaven, from the fourth dimension, with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of the Most High. And the dead that have died by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua shall rise first, as we've been reading over and over again. Then we which are alive, those that are alive at this time and remain, shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, which is the vehicles of the Most High, the chairs of the Most High, coming down to get us, to meet the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, if we worthy. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. So comfort one another with these words. Isaiah 40 and 10 and 11. We just about finished. Isaiah 40 and 10. Behold, the Most High MASHAYACH will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him. MASHAYACH. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. We say he's the good shepherd. He gonna feed his flock like a shepherd. And he shall gather the lambs with his arm, and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. Gently lead those that are with children, pregnant and so forth. Ezekiel 36. Someone need to mute their phone. We can hear your background noise. Ezekiel 36 and 5. Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore, thus said the Most High Power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, representing the Edomites, or the so-called Caucasian race. Idumea means Edom, Rome. We look at it in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. And against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. That's the judgment. So, and when you look at 2 Ezra 6 and 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau would have to be ruling the world at the end. That's why he say he's going to judge them. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we just read about how MASHAYACH coming to judge and make war, and those that have died in the name of the Lord and Savior are going to be raised up with him. Some coming with him, some coming to judgment. So Daniel 7:18. But the saints, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, Psalms 148:14. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So the kingdom is promised to the children of Israel forever and ever and ever. That's why when you look at Acts 1 and 6, what they asked MASHAYACH, he died, rose on the third day, walked the earth for 40 days. See what they asked him. They know. They just didn't know and have the understanding of what hadn't happened yet as far as the prophecies, as we're in the last days to look at all of them and seeing them coming about. Already have come about and gonna come about. Acts 1 and 6, only a few though. When they therefore would come together, they asked of him, saying, MASHAYACH, well, you've been hanging with them for 40 days. He said, MASHAYACH, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? See? So they knew that the kingdom was coming to Israel. So Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth after this world, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. I mean, it's going to last forever and ever and ever. And all dominions shall serve and obey him. All nations going to serve and obey the Most High, while MASHAYACH forever and ever and ever. Or they're going to perish, as it says in Isaiah the 60th chapter. Verse 12. It say, hitherto is the end of the matter. That's the end of the matter. I hope that was edifying. I hope you will go over these precepts, go over these scriptures, and make a change. Be born again. That's what born again means, to change. Change from being unrighteous to being righteous, following the way of the Most High. His laws, such commandments, having fear in your mind of Him. Crying to the Most High that He can have pity on us. The sin of MASHAYACH to deliver us from all the wicked lands that we have been scattered in. And if you like more information, you can reach me, Priest Thaahwam, at P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California, 90801-3012. If you'd like to send a donation to help the ministry to continue to move forward, you can send it there at the post office box, or you can send it to paypal.me/Shield of Wisdom. SHIELDOFWISDOM. paypal.me/ which is a / Shield of Wisdom. The donation will be very much appreciated because it's needed. And all praise to the Most High, while MASHAYACH Yahushai, let His word be true, and every man a liar. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.